Our school administrators are doing their best to keep our kids, teachers, administration, and their families healthy. We are honored to be a part of the solution to contain and overcome this, as well as promote our student athletes. We wouldn't be able to bring this broadcast to you if it wasn't for our sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Please shop their businesses, use their services, and tell them thank you.
From Norwell High School in Ossian, welcome to another production of Norwell Baseball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network. Good afternoon, friends, and welcome aboard. Alongside Alex Howard, I'm Derek Decker. Pleasure to be with you here this afternoon on a rather overcast and breezy, and at times some precipitation falling today here in Ossian. But we've got a Northeast 8 conference battle coming up here between the Bulldogs of New Haven and the Norwell Knights. And we should have a good one here today. Norwell comes in at 7-7. Alex, a lot of things to get right here on the schedule heading into the home stretch of the season.
Yeah, a lot of defensive things to iron out here for the Knights going into the back half of the schedule and moving towards sectional. Of course, the sectional draw has been completed. They know what lies ahead in the postseason, so a lot of things to iron out here going into the postseason.
No doubt about it. We'll talk more about that as the game progresses here tonight, as it looks like we're going to get rolling just a little bit late today, but New Haven was on time. Happy to be starting at 5:30 or close to it in any case. And at this time, let's join public address announcer Cheryl Goodmiller for today's starting lineups.
Your cooperation is appreciated, and please enjoy the game. Now, let's meet our starting lineups, starting with the visiting team, the New Haven Bulldogs. Leading off and playing third base, number 6, Cam Mason. Batting second and playing center field, number 16, Augie DeFederico. Batting third, playing first base, number 22, Jake Kortenberg. Batting fourth, pitching, number 11, Gabe Rich. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 20, Vinny Wallace. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 7, Sam Golden. Batting seventh, the DH, Eli Exner. He'll be batting for the right fielder, number 4, Jack Turnwald. Batting eighth, the catcher, Mason Noak. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 10, Tom Hennigan. The coach for the New Haven Bulldogs is Dave Bischoff. And now for your Norwell Knights. Leading off for the Knights, the catcher, number 11, Eli Riley. Batting second, center fielder, number 12, Luke Graft. Batting third, shortstop, number 6, Rocco Haynes. Batting fourth and playing third, number 26, Brody Bolin. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 13, Leighton Bailey. Batting sixth, number 24, left fielder, Brett Wathen. Batting seventh, the DH, number 2, Crew Bussell. He'll be batting for the pitcher, number 10, Kate Shelton. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 17, Luke McBride. And batting ninth, playing first base, number 5, Josiah Leidig. The Knights are coached by Dave Goodmiller and Jamie Feldheiser. Your umpires for today's game are...
First pitch right around the corner on The Voice.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Welcome back to Norwell. The Bulldogs of the Knights get set for a Northeast State Conference battle here in Ossian today. Here's how Norwell will line things up defensively this afternoon. Left to right in the outfield, it's Brett Wathen in left, earning his first start defensively for the Knights. That doesn't involve him being on the mound. Then Luke Kraft in center, Leighton Bailey in right. On the infield at the corners, it's Brody Bolin and Josiah Leidig. Up the middle, Rocco Haynes and Luke McBride. Eli Riley gets the start behind the dish today. And on the bump for the Knights is the long left-hander Alex Cade Shelton, who will start today for the Knights in his second career game. The freshman has been outstanding, and in 8 innings of work has not allowed an earned run.
Yeah, the freshman lefty is very promising for Dave Gilmiller's kind of question mark pitching staff, and it's good to see him get his second start here against a conference opponent.
Yeah, this Bulldogs team, Alex, has been down this year. They come in today with a record of 3-14, totally uncharacteristic of a Dave Bischoff coached group. They have had a winning season each of the last 3 years. In fact, last year, or the last time these two teams completed a full regular season was back in 2019. They ran to the regional, falling to Yorktown eventually, but they have been in the sectional championship 3 consecutive seasons coming into this one. And this is a senior-led group, but a lot of underclassmen in the starting lineup today.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of a Dave Bischoff coached team. And I remember back to my years playing New Haven, and it was always a competitive game. Usually we would have the upper hand in that, but still a very competitive team, very fundamentally sound team, and it sounds like Dave's having problems this year.
Norwell has won 6 of the last 7 games in this series, and Cam Mason will lead things off today for the Bulldogs. He'll be followed by DeFederico and Cortenberg here in the top of the first inning, getting underway just a few minutes late here today on a cool, cloudy, and at times rainy afternoon, although most of the precipitation has held off today and allowed us to play baseball here on this Tuesday afternoon. Jeff Lytle's our home plate umpire. He puts the ball in play. Cade Shelton toes the rubber. He's into the wide, and the first pitch is fouled straight back to the screen. We're underway at 5:35. Game time temperature 57 degrees with cloudy skies and a breeze that's pretty minimal at the moment, but at times gusting out to right field. And that's kind of where we set the scene on a rather dark afternoon. The 0-1 pitch is left upstairs above the letters of Cam Mason. This New Haven team has really struggled to score runs, but more importantly, they've struggled in the pitching column. We'll talk more about that when the starter for New Haven takes the bump today. Shelton hits the knees for strike 2 called, and he's ahead of the leadoff hitter Mason, a ball and 2 strikes. This Norwell team lost to Carroll 6-1 on, or 5-1 on Friday afternoon, as the 1-2 missed up and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes now, and then fell to Hamilton Heights over the weekend, 7-4. A Hamilton Heights group that has won 8 in a row now coming into the week. Team that was down a couple years ago when Norwell played them in a doubleheader. It's fouled back out of play. Of course, the Hamilton Heights game was just a single game rather than the traditional doubleheader that's played on the Saturdays. Nice at bat here from Mason to lead things off. 2-2 pitch from Shelton's upstairs. Mason did not go around, and he's run the count full.
A nice pitch there by Cade Shelton, trying to get him to go up above the hands there. Almost got him to chase.
3 balls and 2 strikes. A delivery from Shelton. Fastball poked out and down the line towards right, and it shoots foul and drops by a couple of feet. That is the 3rd ball fouled off here this first at bat. This will be pitch number 8 coming up. And this is a guy in Shelton that really hasn't had to labor all that much. He's been a higher strikeout guy as well. 10 strikeouts and just 1 walk in 8 innings. A high strike thrower, but he walks the leadoff hitter Cam Mason on 8 pitches to lead off the ball game.
Yeah, and walks have been a problem for the Knights pitching staff and throughout the year, and it usually results of not getting ahead. Now this wasn't the case, but look for Cade Shelton to continue to get ahead of batters here.
And Norwell's defensive, the walks have gone over 40 now for the season. This ball is lifted in the air towards left. In comes Wathen a couple of steps to haul it in as the flag kind of dies and the wind continues to calm down here this afternoon. One gone as DeFederico's retired on the first pitch. And here comes Jacob Kortenberg, the first baseman. Wears number 22, hits from the right side as all three of the top hitters for the Bulldogs do. Cam Mason leading away from first. It's a short lead. Shelton, the lefty, looks at him. And the first pitch is delivered, and just above the knees, called a strike in there. And Mason is a guy that does have the ability to steal some bases for this Bulldog group. Kortenberg stares at the 0-1 pitch. It's well up and away on another fastball from Shelton. One thing we have not seen from Cade this year all that much is his pickoff move, and that's something that's going to be developed over the course of his varsity career, which hopefully will span another 3 years following this one. Takes a look at the runner, then a slide step to the plate, 1-1 cut on a miss, throw down to second, and Mason is out by 10 miles. And Eli Riley is going to retire another base runner at second base. There have been a lot of victims go down, and Cam Mason went down pretty easily for the second out.
Yeah, a little slide step there, got him from the lefty. Got a decent jump for a lefty pitcher there, but no match for Riley's arm.
And there is a swing and a miss in strike three, and just like that, he is out of the inning. So, with that, Cade Shelton pitches a 13-toss first, and we are through in half an inning. No score here on WellsCountyVoice.com with the Knights coming to bat.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Bulldogs are retired after Shelton faces the minimum in the top of the first inning, and here's how Norwell will hit today. It'll be Riley, Graft, and Haynes in the top third, then Bolin, Bailey, Wathen getting his first start in the lineup today, then Bustle, McBride, Leidick round out the 9-man batting order for the Knights. Defensively for the Bulldogs, it's Wallace, DeFederico, and Turnwald around the outfield, and on the infield, Mason, Hennigan, Golden, and Kortenberg. Then Mason Note gets the start behind the plate. Gabe Rich on the bump today for the purple and gold. Norwell looking to kind of get back in the offense column. This is a team that was hitting well over 350 as a group. That's fallen well over 30 points now in the past week or so. They have yet to score double digits in any one of their losses, and they have scored double digits in all 7 of their wins. That's something to look at for today. And Norwell plays this game ahead of Adams Central and East Noble, and then a double dose against Bluffton this weekend. So a lot to look forward to as the rest of the week turns on. And we've got we actually had the Delta game canceled yesterday, which is unfortunate. That's a game that's probably not going to be made up, with Belmont taking the spot there of the traditional makeup game on the Monday of the last week of the regular season. Riley will stand in. Eli is hitting .410 on the year, a team best .554 on base percentage in that leadoff slot, which is exactly what you want from your leadoff hitters, getting on base a lot. Led off the game at Carroll with a triple, eventually came around to score in the first. Grounds the first pitch towards third. It's gloved by Mason, and the throw across to first is in time. Mason was playing 2 steps onto the grass, very shallow, but was able to kind of slide into that glove on that and make the play on the first pitch.
Ball to court, get off the mound, go cover up.
So Riley is out 5-3. Here comes Luke Graft hitting in the 2 spot. He's been kind of jockeyed around the lineup over the course of the year. Strike 1 called at the knees. It's very obvious that Rich is not a hard thrower, but pounding the strike zone and pitching to contact is the name of the game in high school baseball. The strike 1 pitch to Graft is downstairs. 1-1 here to Luke. This Norwell team has lost 3 in a row, 6 out of 8. But there have been a lot of quality teams in that stretch. In fact, all 6 of their losses are against teams well above 500. There's strike 2 on the outside corner and belt high to Graft. So as much as there's been frustration in the dugout and around the team, you know, you're falling to quality opponents. Now, the way in which you lose is always a big factor. Here's a little squibber towards third, again gloved by Mason, and Graft's going to beat it out by half a step. That was a swinging bunt, more or less, from Luke Graft as he kind of bounced it the other way. Mason was a little bit slow charging the baseball. His throw was weak, and Graft beats the throw for an infield single.
Yeah, Speedy Graft just being able to fight off that pitch kind of way out in front, spun it off the hands there, and but able to beat it out. And kind of the grass is playing a little slow here after a little bit of rain and it being a little higher.
Well, one would imagine that Luke Graft is probably going to be on the move pretty soon here and test the arm of Mason Noak back there behind the plate. Rocco Haynes is the hitter. Team best 22 batted in. A second poor pickoff throw from Gabe Rich goes down the right field line, and Luke Graft cruises into second. He takes a hard turn. He's headed for third. They're going to try to throw it in. They will, but the throw will be late. And Graft heads to third, and Dave Bischoff doesn't like that, and he's going to take a trip to the mound here already in the bottom of the first inning with just 1 out. You know, there's obviously some frustration with this group. Coach Bischoff had his moments during infield practice when we were warming up today, and he is discussing things with his infield spaced out on the mound. Graft is now at third base on the E1. The first pickoff throw that Rich threw was a 2-hopper over there and kind of spiked it into the grass. And the field is in excellent condition here today. Slowed things down a little bit with the rather wet conditions yesterday and earlier today. But the error puts Graft 90 feet away with just 1 out here in the bottom of the first in a scoreless game.
Let's make sure we get it out.
Rocco Haynes steps in here. Haynes 475, and he pops this one up at his shallow center. Here comes the center fielder, DeFederico. Instead, it's the right fielder, Turnwald, who makes a sliding grab. The throw is going to be up the line, so it'll be a sacrifice fly for Rocco Haynes. And the Knights are on the board, leading 1-0 here in the first.
Yeah, an anxious swing there by Rocco. Kind of just throws the hands out there, but able to lift it into shallow right center field, but deep enough to get Graft in for the Knights' first run.
And here comes Brody Bolin with the Knights up 1-0. So the infield single, then the error, and then the sacrifice fly. Ball 1 left upstairs by Bolin.
And the thing you have to remember is Rich is throwing a little slower than pitchers we've seen this year. And the important thing is to stay back. To stay back if you're a hitter. You don't want to get too far out in front because then you just get yourself out with rollovers and a little dinky pop flies like we've seen.
Bolin stands in the middle of the box. A nice solid base, shoulder width. The 1-1 pitch, fastball missed inside. Bolin turned away from it. And it's 2 balls and a strike to him. Leighton Bailey waits on deck if Bolin can reach here with 2 outs and the base is empty in a 1-0 game at the bottom of the first. 2-1 pitch grounded sharply towards the shortstop. It's bobbled by Hennigan even though he stayed in front of the baseball. And that's E6 for the second New Haven error of the inning. Well, that should have been a pretty routine ground ball for Hennigan to handle. Looked like it actually might have caught the backside of the lip. And now Bolin stands at first base with 2 out.
Yeah, potentially hitting that lip there and kind of got up on him, but still had time to recover and make the play if he picked it up cleanly.
Ball 1 inside to Leighton Bailey. We'll see if now Brody Bolin tries to be on the move. Just 1 stolen bag on the year. And the ball 1 pitch. Another fastball left high, this time a bit outside as well. Leighton Bailey has been a rather patient hitter. 6 walks on the year and 7 strikeouts. Almost looked like a quick pitch. 3-0 here to Bailey.
If you're Brody Bolin, you know, Rich hasn't shown a great pickoff move yet. It's very slow and takes time to develop. So I'd take another step here on my lead, give myself a little chance to go first, third.
Well, he catches the inside corner for a strike call here to Leighton Bailey. Rich doesn't come set for long. He doesn't really seem to be paying too much attention to Brody Bolin at first, with good reason. Takes a quick check of him. The 3-1 pitch. Bolin's off and moving. Ground ball towards the right side, and it gets through the hole as the second baseman Golden was covering the bag, and Bolin goes first to third. It's scooped up by the right fielder Turnwald, and it's cut off by the first baseman Kortenberg. But that is a nice piece of hitting there. Leighton Bailey, understanding the situation on the steal, pokes through a little ground ball to the right side, and now the Knights have runners at the corners with 2 out.
And that's what I'm saying. Rich with a little slower delivery to the plate, you're able to get a little bit of a bigger lead. Bolin there with a really good jump there on a steal and able to go first to third on a slower ground ball through the infield.
Well, here comes Brett Wathen for his first at-bat of the season. Strike one call to the outside corner, and at the top of the strike zone to Wathen. He is a lefty hitter. Where's number 24, the senior, who had finally gotten into the lineup here on the season. The strike one pitch is shot down the right field line, and it's a fair ball, and it bounces down into the corner. Bolin scores. Bailey was on the move on the pitch. He cruises into third. It's an RBI single in Brett Wathen's first at-bat of the year.
Yeah, a real nice piece of hitting for his first hit and first RBI. Good to see for Mr. Wathen.
And the inning continues thanks to a pair of Bulldog errors. And now we'll see if Wathen decides to get the wheels moving. Crew Bustle, the designated hitter, steps in, so they go back-to-back lefties as Gabe Rich steps off the back of the rubber and takes a quick look at Wathen. But the Knights have a couple of lefties here in the middle of the order. That pitch is down. Mason Note kind of came up on that, and Brett Wathen is still standing on first base. And obviously takes a little bit of time to get into the rhythm of things when it's your first time on the base pass on the year, but that's certainly one where Wathen should be at second pretty easily. Noak actually stood up on the baseball. 1-0, big secondary. This ball looped down the right field line, but Bustle yanks it foul.
Again, it looks like Rich is going to put it into the zone there for you. So as long as you keep your hands back, keep your weight back, and then bring it all at once, you should be able to get a pretty good piece off of some of these pitches. Looks to be pretty straight, too. Not a lot of – haven't seen a ton of movement from our vantage point.
Ball on a strike here to Bustle. Off-speed pitch down and in, 2-1. An early April-type crowd on hand today, dressed in sweatshirts and blankets this afternoon as the wind continues to be a little bit of a factor, although it shouldn't affect play all that much today. Just makes things a little more uncomfortable. 2-1 is hit hard down the right field line towards the wall, and it one-hops the base of the wall for Bustle. 1 run is in. Wathen was moving on the pitch. He's cruising around third. He will score. It's a 2-run double off the bat of Crew Bustle, and the Knights have busted it open here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered for the Knights, a 4-run first inning. And a couple good pieces of contact down the right field line, able to bring runners around. And, again, great start for Norwell and good cushion here for Kate Shelton.
Double number 5, RBIs number 11 and 12 for Bustle on the season. First pitch to Luke McBride is a big curveball that drops in for a strike. And McBride is trying to add to his RBI total as well, which surprisingly is in the upper echelon of the team with 13 over the course of the year. Strike one, line towards right, over the head of the second baseman, Golden, and into right field. Bustle is going to try to score. He's around third. The relay to the plate is not in time. Give another RBI to Luke McBride, and the Knights lead 5-0 off the bat of McBride. Bustle scoring from second.
And I think Luke McBride does maybe the best job on the team of keeping his hands back and driving through the baseball to the right side. He's a real middle oppo guy. Doesn't really pull the ball much. And that's a great example of it there, hitting a solid ball there to right field. 5
runs on 5 hits in the Norwell first to take a wide lead. And as you mentioned, Alex, a big cushion for Kate Shelton coming back into the second inning. The Knights are threatening to bat around here in this first inning. Josiah Leidig is hitting now. And the 2 errors have really hurt New Haven in this inning because it was only 1-0. 4 of these runs have been scored with 2 outs. They actually had 2 out and the base is empty, as the first pitch is left high and tight to Leidig. Josiah is hitting at the bottom of the order today for the first time this year. 265 on the season. A team best 12 walks. There's ball 2 above the letters.
Yeah, and I really like this move by Dave Goodmiller to put a kid like Josiah Leidig at the bottom of the order because, you know, the Knights have had problems turning the lineup card over, especially with 2 outs. And so it's good to get a good walk guy or a guy that has swung the bat pretty well at the bottom of the order to flip the lineup card with Eli Riley on deck.
Called strike on the outer half to Leidig. McBride has a pretty short lead away from first. They could probably run him if they want to. And really still haven't tested the arm all that much of Mason Noak. McBride into his secondary. 2-1 pitch. Drops in at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Leidig bends his knees. Looked like he wanted to offer at that one. He's seen a lot of off-speed offerings from the pitcher Gabe Rich, who has allowed 5 runs on 5 hits here in the top of the first. 2-2 pitch. Another breaking ball that bounces into the dirt and blocked nicely by Noak to run the count full.
Yeah, with Luke McBride will be in motion here with a full count and 2 outs, so anything through the infield should get him to third.
The 29th pitch of the first inning is in payoff variety. It's a fastball. It skips in there. McBride around second. Wide turn. He will hold. And Leidig draws his 13th walk of the season to put 2 on here with 2 out.
And again, that's what you want because here comes Eli Riley with the chance to add on more. One of the best hitters for the night, if not the best.
And Riley is, as mentioned, 4'10", and certainly wants a little redemption after that first at-bat, which was just a few minutes ago. But it was a ground ball towards the third baseman, Mason, on the first pitch, and Riley was unable to beat it out. Rich comes set at the belt, delivers the first pitch to Riley high. And you just get the feeling that if Rich lays one in here to Riley, he's got a chance to go a long ways. The ball 1, fouled straight back by Riley. Long inning here for Gabe Rich in the bottom of the first. The 1-1 line right up the middle and into center field for a base hit. McBride is going to score here. It's gloved by the right fielder Turnwald. The throw is cut off on the infield, and that scores another run. Eli Riley hits one in, and it's 6-0 Norwell.
Yeah, and again, Eli staying back as far as he can and waiting as long as he can to shoot that to right field, and that's the name of the game with the slower pitcher.
Yeah. Well, the Knights will courtesy run here. Bo Morgan is the courtesy runner today for the Knights. Morgan's been a starter for the majority of this 2021 season, but not in the lineup here today with Wathen getting the start in the left. Luke Graft is the hitter now with 2 on and 2 out. And the first pitch that he sees is fouled off over Norwell Road and into the field adjacent to us. This Norwell offense today has brought the sticks. They are attacking early in the count, understanding that there's a lot of pitches that are going to be in the strike zone and hittable. And that ball is shot towards the shortstop. Tremendous play by Hennigan, but he flips to second, and it goes over the second baseman Golden's head and trickles into right field. And that scores another run. That was a fantastic play. So Graft reaches on the fielder's choice, and that's an E6, unfortunately, for New Haven because that was a great play to keep the ball in the infield. And it makes it 7-0 Knights here in the first.
Yeah, and what a weird play there. Great stop to keep that ball in the infield, and I think he would have had a chance to make it, at least get it to his feet and maybe attempt to throw, but again, Luke Graff runs really well.
So first and third here with 2 out for Rocco Haynes, and he takes strike 1 at the knees. Rocco hit that sacrifice fly to Turnwald earlier in the inning, but you said Alex kind of jumping on that first pitch and throwing the bat head out there. The 0-1 is fouled back, and he's behind 0-2. These are the kind of games that can spark your offense, although it certainly appears Norwell's on pace for more than double digits here today. The 0-2 from Gabe Rich is popped up into center, but that's going to drive the gap, and it floats out there as Turnwald's unable to make it, and this should clear the bases. Luke Graft is being waved around third. He's going to score. 2 runs come in on the double, and then the throw coming into the infield hits the corner of the bag, and that's another error. That's just like the worst possible luck you can have on that play. Sam Golden threw it right off the corner of the second base bag, and Rocco Haynes headed to third.
And here comes Dave Bischoff, who's, as we can hear, not very happy with his team. And
how could you be?
Especially when they're throwing it around the infield like they are. That's tough.
Well, this has been the kind of year it's been for New Haven. This is the second pitching visit of the inning, and Dave Bischoff is really laying into his infield right now. They have committed 4 defensive mistakes here in the bottom of this first inning. And Bischoff is still out there. It's 9-0 Norwell in the bottom of the first. Lots of other stuff going on across the conference today, though. East Noble and Leo get together. Columbia City is at DeKalb, and Belmont is at Huntington North today. East Noble and Leo is obviously the one to watch for pretty good reason. East Noble is 5-5, and somebody at some point is going to have to knock off Leo. And the way they looked here in Ossian a couple weeks ago, in fact last week, they were good. They were real good. So here comes Brody Bolin with 2 outs and Rocco Haynes at third. It's 9-0 Knights as Rich is still on the mound. First pitch fastball bounces in there. And Mason Noka's now getting barked at. Noka's kind of had a tendency to pop up for whatever reason.
Yeah, which is not a recipe for success if you're a catcher. You want to go down, you don't want to come up.
Well, it's hard to block that. Rich just bounced that one in there, a 55-footer.
And I'd bail, too, if I was Lytle.
Yeah, he was bailing out of the way there.
I'd bail out on that, too.
Well, as you well know, that you earn the respect of your catcher, and that one hits Bolin on the inside leg, and he was pretty frustrated that he got plunked by that one as he jogs down to first.
Yeah, again, wants a little redemption after his first at-bat.
Well, I just don't know where you go here if you're the Bulldogs. It's 9-0. We're in the first. Bluffton's taking on Adams Central on the Voice today as well. If you're interested in checking out that game, our owner and good friend and partner Scott Menser is down in Bluffton for the broadcast of that one. Norwell headed to Monroe tomorrow to take on Adams Central. First pitch to Bailey, misses high. Your approach changes too if you're Norwell today, and just in how you handle yourself. But you got to take care of business defensively, and that's really where the bulk of the work needs to be done anyway. Ball 2 upstairs to Bailey, because the defensive mistakes have now racked up to 27 on the year, and just a couple a game can really hurt you against teams like Carroll, who can put you away with mistakes like that in a low-scoring contest. Strike 1 called on the inside corner to Leighton Bailey. The Knights have sent, 14 batters to the plate here in the bottom of the first. Rich stares in. The 2-1 is his 44th pitch of the inning. And this ball is lined heavy down the left field line into the gap, and that's going to drop just under the 345 side. Rocco Haynes scores. Bolin being waved around. He will score. 2-run double for Leighton Bailey as he racks up more RBIs. And Leighton Bailey has made this 11-0.
Yeah, real nice piece of hitting. Able to get the hands through the zone out to left center field to clear the bases again for the Knights. And it's kind of a merry-go-round here. Everybody gets to come around and score, and a lot of that has to do with the continued error problems defensively for New Haven.
Yeah, folks, the Knights have there's strike 1. If my count is correct, this is the 12th batter to hit with 2 outs. I mean, that is unbelievable. It was 1-0 with 2 outs and the bases empty. Well, glad we purchased that crowd mic. Ball 1. I tell you what, the stick mic has provided some great moments over the course of this COVID year. Now, this one doesn't have anything to do with the coronavirus, just our proximity and where we're at, located right adjacent to the New Haven dugout. Grounded down the first base line. It is smothered by the first baseman, Kortenberg, and he will step on the bag, and Brett Wathen is retired. Well, the Knights put up 11 runs in the bottom of the first inning on 8 hits and 4 defensive errors committed by the Bulldogs. And they lead big going into the second inning on WellsCountyVoice.com.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Well, if you're just joining us, you only missed 11 runs in the bottom of the first. The Knights have blown this thing open early and have taken control of this conference matchup. Norwell still seeking their first conference victory of the season, and New Haven is trying to find the train and put it back on the tracks here. They only, again, they were 1 out away, and it was 1-0. This was a realistic contest. It looked like Norwell was going to go down relatively quietly. You know, the air really hurt them there in the bottom of the first with 2 outs, and it put Kraft over at, or with 1 out, it put Kraft over at third, and then Rocco Haynes popped up to right. But it looked like Norwell might be a little bit antsy today, as one would expect against a guy like Gabe Rich, who's not a hard thrower, but a heavy strike thrower. Shelton back in to work here, and he throws ball 1 high to the pitcher, Gabe Rich, which is always an interesting spot for the pitcher to be in, hitting in the cleanup spot, and the first guy to hit here at the top of the second. Bullpen action has come alive for the Bulldogs as strike 1 is called on a fastball just above the belt. And Cade Shelton worked through a 13-pitch first. He did walk the leadoff hitter Mason, then he was gunned down by Riley trying to seal second. Up and away, 2 balls and a strike here to Rich as the Knights tallied 8 hits in the bottom of the first inning. The bat's finally coming alive a little bit here today. That's fouled back out of play. There's a car. I don't know if the East Allen bus remained out there in that spot, but if they did, that's a brave soul and hopefully a wide transportation budget as this pitch is grounded towards the second baseman. Routine for Luke McBride as he gloves it easily and throws to first on a short arm, and 1 gone here in the top of the second inning as Rich is retired.
Yeah, name of the game for Cade Shelton is continue to pound the zone. Don't want to lose hitters, don't want to get behind hitters. Let this defense also gain some confidence from this experience of being up 11-0 and make plays behind you.
Here comes Vinny Wallace here for the Bulldogs, swinging a miss on the first pitch. Shelton throws a lot of fastballs, and given the score today, I would expect a lot more fastballs. You know, this is a guy that is more pitch to contact than anything else, and he pops this one up into right, and it's foul. Down the line, Vinny Wallace kind of short arms the swing. It's no balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty here in the top of the second inning. This is a game where you could get other guys work if you so choose, as the Knights with a double-digit lead before Adams Central tomorrow in another non-conference contest, before, again, East Noble on Thursday. That's foul tipped into the glove. Vinny Wallace is down on strikes for out number 2.
Yeah, Cade Shelton continues to pound the zone, and that's what you need to do. These New Haven hitters don't seem to be real strong with the bat, but even some hard ground balls and some balls in play aren't going to kill you because this defense is able to work behind you. So continue to pound if you're the freshman.
Sam Golden squared to bunt there. He stands with a very wide approach in the box. His toe touches the front chalk. He fouls the first pitch off. It takes up the majority of the box. And now the strike 1. He's not bunting. That's ball 1 as it's picked off the dirt by Riley. Yeah, it's a New Haven team that has been beaten handily in their 2 conference games. The 1-1 bounces in there, 2 balls and a strike here to Golden. 25-0 at DeKalb. And they were the only conference team to play last Thursday when everybody else got rained out. Went to Leo and lost 15-6. 2-1 fastball left above the zone to Golden, 3-1. The designated hitter Eli Exner waits on deck for the Bulldogs. If Golden can reach, trying to draw the second walk against Shelton here today. It's a fastball that's nubbed towards the third baseman. Charging is Bolin. He scoops it up, and 1-2-3 they go in the second. Another easy inning for Cade Shelton. That's 13 more after 13 in the first. The Knights leading 11-0 on The Voice.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Well, thanks to the Y and all our great sponsors. We wouldn't have anybody that knows about the Y on this broadcast.
No, not at all.
Not at all. So, congrats, Alex, on the new job and the start here in Bluffton. Congratulations on taking one of the first big steps out into the real world, and I'll probably be joining you here soon, but it's nice to know that one of us at least is getting their stuff together.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
Crew Bustle, and then Luke McBride, Josiah Leidig to hit here in the bottom of the second inning. That's the bottom third. Although I would expect that the Knights are definitely going to get some other guys involved. They had 4 guys on the lineup card that are not in the game today, including Bo Morgan, who's almost certainly going to get an at-bat here at some point today. But Eli Johnson on there as well as Nathaniel Werling, I think. And they're going to keep Gabe Rich on the mound here. Well, I mean, what do you want him to do?
Right.
I mean, it's not like he's putting the ball in the strike zone. He got tagged up, gave up 8 hits in the first inning. But certainly didn't get much help from his defense, although he was one of the reasons for the errors. First pitch drops in as a strike to Crew Bustle. Well, we certainly know that Jeff Lytle's could umpire as well, and expect the strike zone to start slowly expanding here the next couple innings. And strike 2, a couple off-speed offerings. And Rich has been better with his off-speed stuff, keeping the Knights hitters and attempting to keep them off balance here today. A lot of stuff going on the Norwell campus today, including a track meet against Huntington North, which has drawn a nice little crowd over there in the rather unfavorable conditions. He's out on the front foot, grounds it to the right side. Nice play by the first baseman, and he will win the race to the bag as Kortenberg tags the corner, and out is Bustle for out number 1 here in the second.
Yeah, just kind of a rollover shot there to first baseman, and then the race to the bag won by that first baseman.
17, Luke McBride.
1 gone here in the second as Luke McBride steps in for the Knights. McBride did have a hit in the first, and he pokes this one out towards right. Drifting over is the lefty right fielder Turnwald, and 2 are quickly out here in the second. As Josiah Leidig will step in, it's been that kind of a game for New Haven. We talked about the fact that the Bulldogs had 2 out and the bases empty in the first, and then the Knights sent the next 12 hitters to the plate, all with 2 outs. First pitch is down and inside to Leidig, who drew the only walk of the first inning by the Norwell offense. That's Rich's 52nd pitch. We talked about the efficiency of Cade Shelton as well, working 26 through 2. Rich set at the belt. The off-speed pitch missed high and above the letters again to Leidig, who has had that keen eye. A team best 13 walks over the course of the year. a Norwell offense that has drawn 66 in 14-plus games on the year. 2-0's high as well, and Leidig is ahead 3-0. Rich in danger of walking the 9-hitter for the second time here this afternoon, with Eli Riley looming on deck. There's a get-me-over fastball, called a strike, bottom of the knees to Leidig. 8 hits already for the Knights here today. The flag has died, and we're not used to seeing that this time of year here at Norwell. 3-1 lifted in the air towards center. A towering shot going back to Federico towards the wall, and he plays it on a hop as he couldn't make the over-the-shoulder grab. And that's going to be a double for Josiah Leidig. And got that ball up into the jet stream a little bit. Federico got turned around in the outfield, and then it dropped a couple of feet over his head. He played it on a hop, but Josiah Leidig has earned his 3rd double of the year.
Yeah, DeFederico playing a little shallow, but 9-hitter, understandably, that's kind of where you play. And the wind, again, pushing it closer to right field. But, good play. He played off the hop there and throw it into phantom infielder there in the middle.
That's right. I didn't really mention that, but, yeah, it just kind of bounced into the infield. Riley's the hitter now, 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single. The ball one drops in for a called strike. Jeff Lytle was looking at you, by the way, on that flash of the count.
Yeah.
1-1 here. Leidig with a medium-sized lead away from second, but they're not holding him on close. The 1-1 is another curveball that drops in for strike 2. Seen a lot more curveballs here in the second from Gabe Rich.
Seems to be the pitch he's more comfortable with getting in the zone. He's found it to be more accurate than his fastball, which he spiked a couple times.
1-2 is foul tipped into the glove by Riley. No more harm done here in the bottom of the second. The Knights still on top, though, 11-0 as they leave the 2-out double by Leidig stranded on second on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSCA Champions Network.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sport, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Top of the third here in Ossian. Knights on top 11-0. as they're looking for conference win number 1 on the 2021 campaign. Shelton Alex has been very efficient through a pair of 13-pitch innings, and he's faced the minimum as they look to the bottom of the order here in the Bulldogs. But this is a day just where you look to continue to get more work for your freshman, who's still consistently looking good and has not allowed an earned run in now 10 innings on the course of the year.
Yeah, you want your freshmen to continue to eat up innings, because you have 4 games left this week, and if you're Dave Goodmiller, you want your freshmen to continue to stride out, use your length to get downhill and keep the ball low, and just continue to work on your mechanics out here.
First pitch to the DH Exner is a fastball that hits the zone, and we'll see what the plan is for the rest of the week. Obviously, the important one is on Thursday as the Knights take the long trip to Kendallville for a 5:30 first pitch. Strike 1, and Exner's behind at 0-2. Adams Central sandwiched in between tomorrow for a contest in Monroe, and then the twin bill at Bluffton on Saturday. And then the Knights are going to slow down a little bit schedule-wise, assuming no rain. Couldn't get Exner to chase on the upstairs fastball 1-2. Just 2 conference games next week with DeKalb and Huntington North. And so there's some room for some makeups if you'd like to make up a non-conference game or what have you. The 1-2 down and out, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Exner, with Noak on deck, then Hennigan in the hole. And Belmont, Columbia City, and Northrop to round out the regular season for the Knights. Another fastball, and he blows it by Exner for the first out.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if you're the freshman, you don't want to play around too much with Exner. You want to just continue to pound the zone and get an out.
comes Mason Noak, the catcher for the Bulldogs. Stands with his back foot on the chalk. Oh, boy, there's an awkward-looking swing from Mason Noak. Noak has had a tough day out there for the Dogs, and he's heard it from the dugout a little bit. It's downstairs, ball one. The Knights drew Marion, who they beat 10-0 in the first round of sectional. So one would think, unless something crazy happens. Now, it's interesting to note, as the 1-1 popped up, that could be another vehicle victim, but I think I heard it hit the stones out there, 1-2. Norwell lost to Marion in the sectional last year, 2-0 in the opener. And that was, or I guess it was 2019. Well, he's way out in front, pops it up, shallow left. Wathen's going to have to play it on a hop. And Shelton loses his no-hit bid to the 8-hitter here in the top of the third.
Yeah, just kind of a get me over single, I guess, there. A little bloop into left field, and that'll happen with a team like this.
Here comes Jordan Johnson, the courtesy runner for the Bulldogs. Tom Hennigan, the hitter now. Again, everybody kind of standing toward the back of the box of this New Haven team. First pitch is inside. Shelton is not all that hard throwing, but hits the zone and is confident for a freshman. It's a guy that, a rather mild-mannered guy, a quick step to the plate. He really kind of shortens his stride,
right.
And that's something that you can probably work on and try to generate some more power from that back leg because, the stride is really short. Now he's behind Hennigan 3-0.
And he's losing the 9-hitter, and this is where the Knights have had problems all year, is walking the 9-hitter and flipping over the lineup card, and it's something you can't do against a subpar New Haven team, and it's something you can't do against another good conference team like Leo or some of the better teams that they play, like a Carroll or a Concordia. They even had problems with it against Concordia, I remember.
Yeah.
Got to be able to go get the 9-hitter.
3-1. He gets it by Hennigan. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And to your point, a lot of that is just because he's not striding out. So he's being inconsistent with where he's throwing it. He's not being able to find the zone. And to repeat mechanics here.
Well, he comes back with 3 strikes. That was fouled to the screen by Tom Hennigan. Jordan Johnson still at first, although it doesn't look like he's going to try to run against Eli Riley or Cade Shelton. And I think that's more a testament to Riley than it is Shelton. The payoff pitch. Missed it upstairs, and he lost Hennigan. It was a 7-pitch at bat for Tom Hennigan. He issues his second free pass of the day. And this is really not something we've seen Shelton struggle with all year, is walking hitters. And now Cam Mason flips the lineup card over with 1 out and New Haven's best scoring opportunity of the day.
And like you said, it's a short stride that's really killing him because he's not allowing his full motion to happen, full pitching motion to happen, and he's stopping everything short. As a bunt squeaks foul, and a lot of that just makes it tough for him to find the zone, continue to find the zone.
Yeah, you notice it's kind of a dark day out here in Ossian today. Mason tried to bunt that, but didn't get good aluminum on it and kind of squirted it foul. He stands in. The third baseman walked his first time up. And we'll see if the bunt is still on. Bolin creeping in at third base. He is going to try to bunt, pulls it back, and takes strike 2.
Yeah, a good sign that he's going to bunt is up in the box there, and he kind of leaning a lot of weight forward. Dave Bischoff just trying to see if his team can perform something, do something right.
Yeah, trying to push a run across here today. Shelton takes 2 looks at the runner at second, then delivers a fastball that's driven in the air towards right. Going back is the right fielder, Bailey. He makes the grab, and the throw is cut off on the infield. And so 2 are gone here. And Bailey made a nice running grab there, and that was the best contact by a New Haven hitter all day.
Yeah, and a good piece of hitting there, and Mason a little upset there.
Yeah, understandably.
Yeah, you got a good piece, but Adam Ball, and what's even more frustrating is your runner's not advancing there.
Right.
At least your runner on second.
Back.
Yeah, that should have been deep enough to advance Jordan Johnson.
Yeah, especially with Layton having to turn his body. And,
right.
And he wasn't behind the ball by any sense. So should have been a tag up there.
Here comes DeFederico with 2 out. Boy, there's popping the glove for a strike. It's the sound you like to hear right there on strike 1. Again, Shelton has just not been in all these many situations over the course of the year. He's only appeared in now his 4th game. And there's strike 2. Is he saying yep? It sure sounds like Jeff Lytle saying yep.
Does. Wouldn't surprise me, but
it's 11-0. The strike 2 pitch from Shelton. And it's way high and left upstairs to DeFederico.
And that off speed would be a lot more effective again if he was able to stride out and have it reach his arm all the way back and really get behind the baseball there. That's something that I'm sure Coach Goodmiller is seeing and Coach Feliger is seeing, and will work with him on that.
1-2, he sawed him off, and he fouled it away over the third base dugout.
It's a good reminder to know that Kate Shelton is still just a freshman.
Well, and the other part of it is coming from the fact that he is relatively inexperienced as a pitcher, even in travel ball. So this is a guy that just does not have that many innings pitched. He only goes back really to last year where there were consistent outings for this young man. The 1-2 pitch over the top, fastball, swing and a miss by DeFederico. And the Bulldogs waste their best scoring chance of the day. They trail 11-0 heading to the bottom of the 3rd inning. On WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Bottom of the 3rd here in Ossian, 11-0 Knights. They got all 11 of those in the bottom of the 1st. And Gabe Rich is still on the mound for the Bulldogs. He actually only had a 13-pitch second inning after throwing 47 in the 1st. So his game total sits at 60. Shelton now at 50 through 3. He had to labor a little bit in that 3rd, Alex, but masterfully worked out of that with a big strikeout to the 2-hitter.
Yeah, that's good confidence. That's good confidence. Turn me on. That's some good confidence for the freshman pitcher to work out of a jam like that. And, again, lets his defense behind him make a play. Leighton Bailey out there and right. Runners not advancing, and then able to strike out the last batter of that inning to get his team back swinging the sticks.
Ball 1 to Luke Graft as he is 1 for 2 on the day, a single and reached on a fielder's choice. So glad you could join us on this Tuesday afternoon. We're in the upper 50s. Here in Ossian, a little bit of a breeze. Have not seen the sun today. It sprinkles on and off at times. Umbrellas continue to pop up and then down. There's strike 1, and it is confirmed. Jeff Lytle saying yep, as you can hear through our fantastic stick mic here today. Graff, then Haynes and Bolin here in the Norwell 3rd. That is a shot right back up the middle for Graff's second hit of the day over the second base bag, a shade to the right. And he is aboard to lead off the 3rd.
And we talk all the time about how good Luke Graft is of not striking out, of just putting the ball in play, and that's a great example of it there. Truly some of the best hands I've seen a hitter have.
Graft has only struck out 7 times, and in fact, some of those were looking. About half of those are backwards Ks. First pitch lifted high in the air, towering shot for Rocco Haynes down towards the line, and it drops fair toward the corner. It's picked up by the right fielder, Kortenberg. Graft has excellent speed. He will waltz into third base, and that's a double for Rocco Haynes with nobody out here in the 3rd.
Yeah, and the only reason that Luke Grafton scores because he had to kind of hold up and get a read of the right fielder who's playing very far over from the line. He's playing almost right center field with the wind pushing the ball back to the right field line. Nonetheless, second and third for the Knights.
And here comes Bolin. Strike one on an off-speed pitch at the knees.
And Bolin is a hitter that thrives off of faster pitching. His timing is pretty quick with the bat, and as we saw at Homestead and against other quality teams like that and quality pitching. So today's good for him.
Oh, this ball is popped up towards right. He's called off by the center fielder, and they're going to try to throw it to third, which is the right move. It's cut off there. So that's a sacrifice fly for Bolin. So he remains the only Knight in the lineup today without a hit. It's one gone here in the third as Graff scores and Rocco Haynes holds at second.
And again, a lot of that is just his impatientness with his hands and his lower body getting all out in front, and that is what you're going to do. You're going to pop it up, and you're going to miss it under the ball a little bit because your timing's just off, and that happens against slow pitchers to good hitters like Brody Bolin.
Leighton Bailey is 2 for 2 today, though. Works at the back of the box. Ball 1 to him as Mason Noak kept that one in front of him. It is 12-0 here in the third. The lights are on over at the school today with just some less than ideal conditions. Big curveball and called a strike. Just how many times has Gabe Rich gone to that pitch and Norwell has not offered at it? That has definitely been his best pitch today.
Yeah, he's very confident in his curveball, and it's been the one that he's gotten over for a strike. A lot of times, first pitch, too, he likes to come with that curveball.
Oh, he left this one upstairs, though, and Leighton Bailey drives it way over the right fielder's head, and that's going to score Haynes from second easily. Bailey pulls the reins a little bit, and he checks into second with an RBI double. It's 13-0 Knights. And now they're going to try to appeal to first to say that Leighton Bailey missed first, and they're not going to call him out. And Dave Bischoff is pleading his case now to Jeff Lytle, the home plate umpire. So it will stay an RBI double. It's the 12th Norwell hit here already today. And here comes Brett Wathen for the Knights, batting from the left side. I love baseball so much.
Yeah, me too. It's one of the best.
I'm telling you.
How can you not be romantic about baseball? It's one of the best.
Now Wathen takes ball one, a bouncer that is blocked by Mason Noak. Oh, call a strike on the outside corner by Brett Wathen. We have too much fun with Jeff Lytle.
Yeah.
It's too bad we're inside here today. It's kind of hard for us to make comments between innings. 1-1 fastball, grounded just wide of the bag at first.
We know Lytle pretty well from football, basketball.
Everything you can think of.
Seen him a couple times at softball regional here one time.
Yeah, that's right.
Seen Lytle plenty of places, not just at Norwell.
Oh, yeah.
Around the area.
Everywhere. The 1-2 pitch. Off speed.
Oh, no. Mason, that out.
Oh, that's not the right answer from your catcher. 2-2 here. And you know what? I'm going to. Oh, boy.
Oh.
So a couple comments back this time from Jeff Lytle. I'm going to tell a little story here if we have the time, which I'm sure we will. It's 13-0. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Wathen with 1 out. Bailey on second, and he swings and misses. And down goes Wathen for the first time this year. 2 are out. So, had a guy over the weekend, as Crew Bustle steps in. This is a very, very experienced coach who understands baseball well. And he has taught his catcher, whenever he will ask whether it's inside or out, not to answer that question because it puts both the umpire in a bad position and your catcher and your pitcher as well. It just makes nobody look good. It's a lose-lose situation for everybody when you ask that question to your catcher. So what he has him do is grab a clump of dirt and just toss it in front of him if the pitch was actually outside. So he'll ask his catcher if the pitch was out. If it was, or if his catcher thought it was, then he'll throw the dirt out in front, and if not, he doesn't. That way the umpire doesn't know. Nobody else knows. It looks like he doesn't answer. And that's something that keeps the game moving well, and it's a respecter to the umpire and the pitcher as well. The 2-0 pitch fastball catches the outside corner for a strike call to Bustle.
It's very interesting. I wouldn't have thought to do something like that. I remember my travel ball days getting asked that a couple times when I caught.
It's hard to answer.
It is tough.
Whoa, that pitch is way high, and Bailey's not going to advance here as that went straight back to the screen. Ball 3 to Bustle. There is the comment we've been waiting for. So, yeah, that's just an interesting approach that
Yeah, because that question from the coach kind of does put you in a tough situation as a catcher, as I know. Mm-hmm. I'm sure our colleague Colin Schwartz has been asked that a few times, too, by former Norwell coach McLean.
Uh-huh. But, again, when you actually answer that, if you say, no, it wasn't out, then the umpires, you really hose the umpire there because maybe it really was out. Exactly.
You break a lot of trust and break some that relationship you build back there.
Yeah, that's ball 4 to Bustle. And the relationship is built back there over the course of games, seasons, sometimes years, especially in high school ball where you might see a catcher several times each year for a couple years in a row as McBride stands in with 2 on and 2 out. But that really hurts the relationship. And especially from our perspective, doing several games in a weekend, you see them, that many times in a weekend. So that's really important and carry over to the next game. And, again, it just doesn't help anybody. It certainly doesn't help your pitcher because maybe the next pitch that's close like that, you're not going to get called a strike by some umpires. Maybe the pitch really was outside and your catcher doesn't have a good feel for where it's at or where the strike zone is that day. There's just so many things at play there. And asking that question, first of all, not condescendingly, just asking him, and then with the dirt thing, it takes away all the guesswork out of it, and it respects the game really well. The 1-1 pitch fastball grounded towards the second baseman up the middle. All he has to do is flip to second, and he does to retire the side. Black Dave, he got the out. We're on to the fourth, 13-0 Norwell on WellsCountyBoys.com.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Welcome back here to Norwell. 13-0. Knights are on top of New Haven here in the top of the fourth inning. Cade Shelton back to work for the Knights. He'll make his second rotation through the New Haven order. The Knights have put up 12 hits now in 3 innings, 13 runs, 11 in the first and 2 in the third. Nathaniel Whirling is in for the Knights in left field. And Brett Wathen is in at first. Also in at right is Bo Morgan. So those are the changes. Leighton Bailey then will come out of the game for the Knights. And not sure what I think Jeff Lytle was just getting all the changes and then having a side conversation with Dave Bischoff. Yeah. Now we're moving along. We're over an hour into this one. We're in the top of the fourth inning. This has been a way lopsided game. This is the 3-hitter Jake Kortenberg, the first baseman for the Bulldogs. First pitch from Shelton. Fastball missed upstairs. I'd like to see Shelton try a first pitch not fastball at some point. Yeah. Colin and I discussed that last Tuesday when the Knights were taking on Leo. The 1-0 is popped up, foul territory. Riley gives chase towards the first base dugout. and realizes it'll fall harmlessly out of play, a ball and a strike to Jake Kortenberg. But I think sometimes that Riley has the tendency to fall into trying to get ahead of hitters so much that you always call for the number one on the first pitch, and that can be detrimental in a game where you have really good hitters. In a low-scoring game like it was against Leo with 2 aces on the mound, with Rocco Haynes for the Knights, the first pitch fastball is not always what you need to get ahead. 2-1. Strike 2, outside corner, nice pitch.
Yeah, really nice spot there by Shelton, really good command, and that's a good point, Derek. I like to get ahead with something other than fastball sometimes. And
fastball line towards center here and drops in front of Luke Kraft as he plays it on a hop. That's the second hit for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and it's good to just mix it up there on the mound because a lot of good teams will hunt first pitch fastballs, especially as you go into the tournament. They'll key in on that.
Or, as you note, maybe a team like Heritage sees that on Wednesday afternoon, and you obviously played them during the regular season, and then picks that up to play them on Friday night, if that's how the sectional indeed does unfold. Here comes a pinch runner for New Haven, and that's Aiden Carter for the Dogs. Strike 1 to the batter, Gabe Rich. More bullpen activity stirring about for the Dogs. The strike 1. Swing and a miss. Rich is way behind that. 0-2. He bounced out his first time up. 2 hits and 4 errors for the Bulldogs today with 2 left on base. 13 runs on 12 hits for the Knights. And that was off the plate. Good spot for that pitch. 4 left, no errors for Norwell. 1-2 to Gabe Rich, the 4-hitter. Downstairs 2-2. Don't think we've seen Shelton try a pickoff move today, which it's 13-0, so there's no reason to really do that right now. But at some point, you'd like to see the move, just to see what he's got, really, because there's just so many unknowns. That's down and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Rich.
And even sectional team scouting Norwell have to know that Norwell doesn't traditionally pick over a lot. This team specifically, and you'll see a lot of teams be able to get bigger leads and steals, and that's a way to put yourself in a tough situation if you're a pitcher.
Well, the good news is that you've got a collegiate catcher behind the plate that can bail you out of some of those situations.
That is really nice to have.
And we've a couple times this year have gone back on the lineage of the Norwell catchers. The first pitch to Vinny Wallace has popped up into center field. This is an easy play for Luke Kraft, who puts the squeeze on it for out number 2.
Coming to the plate, second baseman, Sam Golden.
Here comes Sam Golden, the second baseman for the Dogs, with 2 outs and a runner at first, and Aiden Carter. It looks like the precipitation has picked up a little bit here at Norwell today. Just a little bit. It's just lightly raining. A few spots on our window here, our large plexiglass window, which we're very safe behind. 1-0 here to Golden. Swing and a miss. Ooh, that got Golden right in the top of the back. And that fastball slipped. But that's kind of a testament to the point that it's starting to rain a little bit harder as the ball gets a little bit more slick, and now 2 are on with 2 out.
And if you're the freshman lefty on the mound, Cage Shelton, you just got to reset here, continue to pound the zone, and let the defense work behind you here, up big here in the 4th.
First pitch is inside to Eli Exner. There's a strike call, bottom of the knees. Exner struck out his first time up. There's a swing and a miss, a ball and 2 strikes. Well, again, Shelton got an opportunity here to work out of this thing. And not allow the opposing team to do any damage because he's still got that streak of scoreless baseball on the line here. The 1-2. Fastball down, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, Beach. Hey, he's got to pause. He's getting real close. Come on, X. Come on, Eli.
Fastball, we'll see ya. And down goes Eli Exner, who strikes out for the second time. The DH is gone, and the Bulldogs leave 2 more. Still 13-0 Knights, as Cade Shelton has worked his 12th scoreless inning of the year here on WellsCountyBoys.com.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Back here at Norwell, a couple defensive changes coming here for the Bulldogs, as they've got a new pitcher on the mound. It's Jake Kortenberg. Wears number 22 for this Bulldog squad. He is relieving Gabe Rich, who goes to right field. Eli Exner has entered the game. He was the starting DH, and he is now at first base. And those complete the defensive changes, we think. And Josiah Leidig will not lead things off for the Knights. It's going to be Bo Morgan to pinch hit for him. Hopefully we've got all the defensive changes. We know that there were going to be several of those today. (13-0) here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here comes Bo Morgan to lead things off. Morgan has had quite the tough go, but he's going to see a new pitcher here. So the first guy to face the new arm on the mound for New Haven. This is the last time the Knights will hit today, assuming that the New Haven squad isn't able to put together a few runs in the top of the 5th inning. And Morgan is trying to kind of right the ship a little bit. 1 for 13 to start the year with 10 strikeouts. First pitch he sees is an off-speed one that falls in for strike 1. Morgan's been a pull hitter for the balls that he has put in play, so that's worth noting as well. The strike 1 pitch out of the wind comes Kortenberg. Tries to loop in another curveball, but this time leaves it high.
Yeah, Morgan with a nice hit there. Nice piece of hitting at Homestead.
Yeah, the Ash Center.
At the Ash Center against Homestead.
Off speed, grounded down the line at third. It's picked up by Mason, and he's not going to have a play. That was going to be a tough play anyway. I think Morgan would have beaten that out, and he'll be credited with his 2nd hit of the year.
Yeah, again, way out in front of what looked like an off-speed pitch, and
like a changeup.
Maybe a changeup, and gets himself another hit.
It's hard to tell from over here. It always
Right.
is, but it sometimes you can get a pretty good read on what they are. There's a curveball. That's ball 1. Boy, that bounces in there and bounces away, but the Knights will not advance here. Bo Morgan is staying put down there at first. The rain has picked up here in Ossian. That sends some fans fleeing.
Yep, that will chase away some of the light crowd out here tonight.
Oh, it is light. That's ball 3 to Riley. Well, we've heard some real quality comments today from the dugout. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk to Eli Riley. Puts the first 2 men on in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Center fielder Luke Graft.
Here's the other thing for the Knights today. As you move forward again, it's going to be nice not to have to use another pitcher, because this is continuing to be another busy week. Ball one high. Well, I think that's what everybody's hoping for.
Right.
There's the strike call. Oh, man.
You got to find some things in a 13-0 game on a dreary Tuesday afternoon.
Oh, man, it is dreary now.
To laugh about.
Falling down. 2 balls and a strike to Graft here. Not a great day for track next door, who is fighting through the rain. It's getting a little bit harder to see here on the screen through our window. Need some wipers. Uh-oh. That ball's left up, and that ball is driven towards deep center. Going back is the center fielder, DeFederico. The ball hung up a little bit. DeFederico ran under it to make the grab. Tagging from second, going to third is Bo Morgan. Runners now on the corners with 1 out after the deep fly out by Luke Graft.
Yeah, that was a nice play there by the Bulldogs center fielder, and good piece of hitting there for Luke Graft. Just couldn't find anywhere for that to drop.
Here comes Rocco Haynes now for the Knights. Nope, it's not Rocco Haynes. Yes, it is. It is Tyler Smith. He is 0 for 3 on the year. So has not, in fact, has had the fewest amount of at-bats on the team other than Lane Lewis. And that's not going to be a wild pitch because Riley's not advancing. Riley left in there to run at this point. Smith with, let's see, a couple of ground outs and a strikeout in his 3 at-bats. The 1-0. Off speed, call a strike. Long pause and then delivers a pitch that bounces again. 2-1. Riley's still not going nowhere. 11 runs in the first for the Knights today, 2 runs in the third. Less than ideal for opening night for minor league baseball as well, which is, this is the first home game for the Tin Caps in over 2 years. There's ball 3. As every time it rains, we see folks join us in the dugout back here, or in the press box rather, adjacent to the dugout.
Yeah, we've had a couple of people think this was the dugout.
Right. Always get a few of those over the course of the year. Long pause by Cordenberg, the 3-1, and that's ball 4 as Tyler Smith draws his first walk of the year.
Coming to the plate, number 22, Eli Johnson.
And Eli Johnson's going to pinch hit here. We talked about the fact that we expected most of these guys to get at bats here today. Pretty much everybody that was on the roster would probably get an at bat. Johnson is batting for the 4th time this year. A couple of strikeouts in 3 at bats. And he hits with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Takes strike 1 at the knees.
Big spire for the junior in a 13-0 game with the bases juiced.
That's upstairs as our visibility continues to drop from our vantage point down the line here. The raindrops on the plexiglass don't fade away very quick. The 1-1 pitch with the bases juiced. That's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Johnson. See, Nathaniel Whirling now waits on deck for Norwell. Another guy who has had limited at-bats. It is 13-0 here on this Tuesday afternoon. The Knights are going to earn their first conference win of the year. That is a pop-up right side, foul territory, I believe. Under it is the new first baseman, Eli Exner, and he makes the grab as Johnson fouls out for out number 2. And now Nathaniel Whirling will step in with 2 out. Whirling is 0 for 5 on the year, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, but has not registered a hit yet. Check swing, and he went too far for strike 1. There's a fastball whirling behind at 0-2. The last time that Whirling was in the box, I think, was at Parkview Field, more than likely. Yeah, and he was hit by a pitch, a nasty one, caught him underneath the bill of the helmet. And the strike 2 pitch, and Whirling swings and misses, and the Knights leave the bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th. We will take a break. We're headed to the 5th, which should be it here today, with New Haven leading, or Norwell leading 13-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network, the IHSCA Champions Network.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Back here in the top of the 5th, we've got our human windshield wiper out here in Lex Hunter that has cleaned off our window here today, so we can see through the last 3 outs, hopefully, of this blowout, as Norwell leading 13-0 on WellsCountyVoice.com. The Bulldogs will have Noak, Hennigan, and Mason due up as Cade Shelton goes back to work. Alex, it's been a good outing here for Shelton. He's had his ups and downs. He's had his moments, couple of mistakes to the bottom of the order with allowing the free passes. Outside of that, Shelton's been really good. Only 2 hits for New Haven today, and looks on pace for a shutout here this afternoon.
Yeah, all that stuff just looks to be more mechanical than anything as far as his mistakes come, and that's to be had with a freshman who doesn't have a ton of pitching experience. But, again, he's keeping them off the scoreboard here, and I look for him to pound the zone here in the 5th and mercifully get the Bulldogs out of here.
Mason Noak had one of those jam shot singles in the 3rd inning for New Haven. Just kind of poked it out into left field. And so Shelton is back to work. 70 pitches through 4. First pitch, belt-high fastball, called a strike to get us underway here in the 5th inning. About an hour and 20 minutes in here today. The rain continuing to fall in Ossian this afternoon. We knew this was a possibility coming into today. Of course, yesterday was rained out. Norwell was slated to play Delta, which was a new game on the schedule, and that game was rained out. The 0-2 pitch as Shelton working ahead of the catcher, Noak. Oh, nice pitch, and out is Mason Noak on the big breaking ball on the 0-2 pitch, and Noak was frozen, out number 1.
Yeah, again, the freshman continuing to pound the zone here in the top of the last inning before the run rule comes in effect here.
This is Tom Hennigan, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. He was walked. This was one of those base-on-ball mistakes we were talking about, walking the 9-hitter before Cam Mason, who might be the most dangerous hitter in this New Haven order. And Hennigan swings and misses at strike 2. Shelton trying to make quick work of the Bulldogs here in the 5th, as Norwell trying to finish off their first conference win. This is poked on a cap shot, foul down the right, or the first base side. Mason on deck, I think, and then DeFederico here to hit in this New Haven 5th. And he punches out another one. Hennigan is fanned on another big breaking ball. Back-to-back strikeouts here at the bottom of the order for the Bulldogs.
Like you said, Derek, here as Cade Shelton's career continues here at the varsity level, we'd like to see him throw that curveball or even that changeup for a first pitch strike moving forward.
And again, in a game like today's, it really doesn't matter. It's
right.
13-0. You got spotted 11 runs in the first. You're playing with a big cushion all day. But at the end of the day, when you're playing good teams and especially conference teams down the road, you're going to have to – and the same thing happened to Rocco last Tuesday against Leo, who obviously is still in the rankings in 3A in the top 10. They're 14-1 now as they continue to climb the ladder. As Cam Mason swings and misses, and the Bulldogs down to their last strike here today New Haven threatening to lose their 15th game of the year already with just 3 wins for this historically really quality program. 1-2 is slapped at and punched foul out of play, first base side. Again, this is a team that has run to 3 straight sectional championships. They won the last one in 2019, but have struggled all year long. Didn't get on top of that one. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Cam Mason. Shelton looking for that 5-inning victory. This would be his 13th straight scoreless inning to start the season, as that's off the plate, and he's run the count full to Mason.
It almost doesn't matter how you get it there. You just need one in the zone here if you're Kate Shelton.
Comes set, delivers. Payoff pitch inside, and he lost Cam Mason. And this thing will continue a little bit. Mason draws a walk here. The 3rd issued by Kate Shelton today will allow the lefty stick DeFederico to hit with 2 outs here in the 5th inning.
Yeah, he just wanted the lefty-on-lefty matchup to end the
Right.
game. A little bit more favorable for him.
They're not holding Mason on first. Riley lets that one get by him, though, and the pitch was way outside from Shelton. And on to second goes Mason into scoring position.
Did you score that wild pitch?
I did. The 1-0 popped up foul out of play. Well, we know that the grip could have become a factor here later in the game as the rain has slowly picked up. It's not hard by any stretch, but that's said on a cushioned stool inside the dry territory.
Wait, your stool's cushioned?
1-1, bottom of the knees, called a strike to DeFederico. That's why I get here early, is to take the cushioned stool. It's been like that for years.
The talent always gets the most comfortable
Right.
chair.
Shelton takes one quick look at the runner, delivers the 1-2 pitch. It's a fastball grounded right back at the mound. Shelton sticks his glove out there, throws to first, and that's the ball game as Kate Shelton records a 5-inning shutout here at home today. And Norwell wins this one 13-0 here at home. And again, this is a game today where you knew coming in that it had the potential to be like this. Norwell found ways, though, to keep the Bulldogs off the board today and got the bats right again. That was one of the bigger concerns, Alex, heading into the long and hefty stretch and workload the Knights had this week, was how are the bats going to respond, because they've lost 3 straight, 6 out of 8 coming into today. Sometimes all it can take is playing a team like this to get your offensive confidence back heading into some games against more quality competition.
Yeah, a game like this is huge. A game like this can be huge for a team that's struggling to get the bats kind of rolling against a subpar New Haven team. And take it as you will, it's a win. It's 13 runs, and it can spark an offense. And you got another conference opponent, coming in East Noble this week, and then you go through to Calvin, Huntington North, and then maybe another game the next week. So good time to have a game like this and wake the bats up a little bit.
Well, 8 of Norwell's 9 starters in the lineup had a hit today, including 3 from Leighton Bailey, 2 from Rocco Haynes, and 2 from Luke Graft as well. The RBIs were evenly distributed. Some of those runs in the first inning, Norwell got 11 in the first. In fact, of the 13 runs Norwell got today off Gabe Rich, only 3 were earned because those errors in the first. Again, this could have been a totally different game. New Haven had 2 outs and the bases were empty in the first inning, and it was only 1-0, and that was aided by an error in itself on the pickoff throw by the starter Rich that he kind of tossed over into right field, and Graft took third, and then Norwell got the sac fly from Rocco Haynes. And then 12 hitters came to the plate with 2 outs as the Knights pulled away for the win in this one. We'll be back on the air again tomorrow from Monroe for a 5 o'clock first pitch as the Knights take on the red-hot Adams Central Flying Jets. We're playing Bluffton today. They're still undefeated in the ACAC, looking for win number 10 already. So the competition continues to get better here down the stretch of the season as the Knights have Adams Central tomorrow, then East Noble on Thursday, and a doubleheader against Bluffton on Saturday, all of which will be carried live here on WellsCountyVoice.com. That'll wrap things up. The Knights go to 8-7 on the year, 1-1 in the Northeast State. On behalf of my partner Alex Howard, our owners Scott and Dale Menser, I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on The Voice Enterprises.